such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. In the third spot, the Spurs.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Doncic outside.
Mexico City foul. Number 42. First personal foul. Second team foul. In for San Antonio. Number 49. Andrew. Number 49.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Jordan. Pass to Cheatham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post try. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Young kicks to Doncic. Fires the 3. For 3, Doncic fearless against the defense.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's good. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Cheatham. Shoots a fader. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. This team is firing on all cylinders, with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
A solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly, caught the defense totally off guard. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Chase checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 4. Now, here is Young. 8 points his last outing. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Jay. 18 points for him, and he makes that one.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Castle. Pass to Young. Spurs passing it around. And the basket by Castle.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Here's Jay. 20 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. And there's another one for Mexico City.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Pass to Castle. Here's Jay. He's defended by Jordan. And the basket by Jay.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Jay with the drive.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Castle. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Young. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Wow, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Luka Doncic comes in for Trae Young. They set the screen. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
49.
5 points in the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
Count it. And Mexico City leads by 5. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Here's Jay. Now Sohan. Here's Castle. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And here is Jordan. And there's another one for Mexico City.
You know what? That's a shot that great players can make.
Up top, Doncic. He's got 17. Pass to Jay. Sinks the triple. Jay's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mexico City leads by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
Hey there, everybody. You know, right now for Mexico City, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Now here's Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us, that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Jay. Castle is out there with Doncic. Then it's Jeremy Sochan. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Out left of the wing. Spurs passing it around. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Jay. 24 points for him. With some arc. Lays it up and banks it in. And Mexico City leads by 3.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to Castle. For the tie. Hits the three-point bomb.
49.
He's got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Jordan. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Doncic looking it over. It's stolen. He lobs it up, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. Still Mexico City's ball.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Jay, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For San Antonio, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Mexico City, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Take a look at the numbers for him. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Got a hand on it. Pass to Jay. Here's Castle. Sochan with the ball. 6 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Pass to Jay. Over Castle. And the basket by Jay. Jay has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
They swipe it. Fast break. Here comes Mexico City. Intercepted.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Mexico City.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
San Antonio making a switch here. Young's checked in. San Antonio with the ball. Mexico City making their last shot. Here's Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Pass to Jay. Driving inside. And he jams it with authority. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Sochan with the ball. On the wing. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 12.
Well, Sochan is one of those guys that always looks for the next pass.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he makes good on the layup. And Mexico City leads by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:44 left to play in the third. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most gifted playmakers we have in the game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Spurs making a switch here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Mexico City. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, San Antonio, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And Doncic with the triple.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Here's Jay. And there's another one from Mexico City.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Over to the wing. And the basket by Jay. And now a 3-point Mexico City lead.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The 3 for Doncic. And the answer from Luka.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. And Mexico City leads by 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Mexico City foul.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Foul. 15 foul.
That free throw good from Doncic.
San Antonio. Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Down low.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Luka Doncic.
For Mexico City, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First free throw is good.
Line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Mexico City. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Castle. And out of bounds, Mexico City will have it.
City ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Mexico City. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's the second game of a back-to-back. You know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, Young is out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Cheatham in at the force line.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
And it's blocked.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Castle. A three-pointer is right on target.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Jay. Takes it inside.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Castle.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Mexico City making a switch here.
Substitution for Mexico City. Number 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
He hits both from the stripe. Mexico City leading by 4. Rob. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
And it's blocked. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To tie it up, and it's blocked. Here we go, all alone.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And here's Young. Pass to Castle. Back to Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
To the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Spurs making a switch here.
Number 49, Andrew. Number 49.
San Antonio trailing here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Mexico City moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Castle. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And Mexico City leads by 2.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario, really, for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Pass to Jay. To the middle. Luka powering through the resistance.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
There's the 3. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And the basket by Castle.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge 3 at the other end.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he didn't do enough to put them in the lead.
Second personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for the Spurs, number 49, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Doncic gets it to go inside.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Tremendous focus there, especially when you consider how important that possession was.
Fires from deep. Second chance shot. It counts.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Still Mexico City's ball. .43 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. 40 seconds left in the game. Shakes him. And the slam by Doncic.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one. A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the two-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
San Antonio with the ball. A two-point game. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
For the win. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow. Those are the moments you live for as a player. And as a coach, you're just thankful to come away with the win.
And so it's Mexico City winning this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, James.